right, let's see here. Look at there. Budding up pretty good. All right. I got the tractor outside here. Yeah, change that bucket out. There we go. There's the flag. All right. Got to keep her flying. Yeah, this is another story right here. We'll get to that here in a minute too. Sitting outside. All right. Welcome back. I'm Trent. One man and 5 acres. I haven't really been working, but I've been doing some things. Not back at work, I should say, but definitely doing some stuff here. Trying to get things done around here in the shop before I do go back to work. So, anyhow, I added to my shop. I'll show you what I got. All right, yeah, nope, it's not that. It's this. I got me a tire changer. Now, I did a little bit of research on these. I believe these are, they're not the like real super expensive ones. Somebody said they were a Chinese knockoff. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. But they sell brand new. I also got a tire changer and balancer. Everything worked. I checked everything out before we bought it. However, this is extremely heavy. So it was put on here with a forklift. And I need to take it off. I'm going to use the RK Tractor 37 to pick all this up. This thing, like I said, is heavy. Definitely not doing it by myself. But anyhow, I checked on these. They got pretty good reviews on both of them. They are used. They sell for brand new as a pair for about $2,600, $2,700. I picked both of these up for $1,000, 500 a piece, which is pretty good, I think. I need a tire changer and a wheel balancer here. I don't use it much, but when you need one, you need one. And I've ran into that problem quite a few times. And I always have to break tires down using the tractor. Not going to do that no more. So, I need to clear a space for them and put them somewhere decently close. And I think this corner is going to be it. There's a lot of stuff in this corner. Some of it really don't need it. I don't really need it. Some things I do. So we're going to clean this corner out, and we're going to set those over here this weekend. Not going to do it today. Just wanted to show you guys that, hey, got something new for the shop. Been doing a bunch of stuff, trying to get things ready and geared up for the summer, especially for the gardening part of it. And we're going to do some canning a little early. I'm going to show everybody how to can meat at some point. So I've got a lot of things to do, but I wanted to show what I went and did. So I went and got this, and there again, I do not make any money from YouTube. This is all my money that I used to do this with. Like I said, we did plug it in, used it to try to see if it worked. Everything worked great. I guess it's got a 2-horse motor that runs this, but it works good. There's a panel that goes right here. I have the panel. For some reason it was taken off, I think just to see that everything was working on the inside. But yeah, I'll get all that back on there, put the panel back on it, and get it all set up, and it will go right over there. And I've got a lot of stuff to move out of the way, and there's going to be a big cleaning in the shop. A lot of things that are not being used or I just deem unnecessary. I'm going to sell it or scrap it, one of the two. But I need some room in here. And that John Deere LA 145 is going to go up for sale. I'm going to sell that for sure. It runs. Everybody's seen it on the channel running, but I am going to sell that and get it out of here. I don't need 2 mowers. I just don't. I have the one over there, which is a mower, but that is a tiller. I got the tiller set up on it for the garden, and then the big boy mower is right over there. So yeah. Yep. Went and got that yesterday. My buddy Robert helped me get that all loaded up. So we did that. So yeah. I got other things to do today. Let's move on. All right. Let's get the tractor started up. Get it warming up a little bit. There we go. All right, I'm going to put the phone down for a minute. Get this thing started. Maybe I can do it with one hand. I don't know. Let's see. Yep, gonna have to put it down. All right, she's all running. I did notice something. This right here came loose. There's a set screw right there, and I'm gonna have to tighten it down. See if that'll, there he goes, zooming in on it. It's a set screw right there. And this right here has come loose. I'll have to do that. That's the first time that's ever happened. So I check on the tractor itself all the way around it periodically to check, for anything loose. I've never had anything come loose on it. Check the tires and stuff like that. Never had any problems there either. So I don't know. Things come loose over time, but that's besides the point. I gotta get the hogs fed, and as you can tell, I got chickens walking around and they're eating. So I've been letting them just walk around the whole property and pick up whatever they can. That's what they've been eating. I have not been feeding them anything. Now through the winter time, I do feed them feed just because they can't go out and forage, especially if there's a foot of snow on the ground. There's nothing for them to forage on, so I have to feed them. And I just feed them regular old layer pellets just to get them by, nothing extreme. And then, but in the summertime, we turn them loose. Then I let them go forage because I don't like chemicals in my food, so that's what they do. I make them forage. So they go around, pick up worms, whatever they can find. I will add though, when they're out here doing this and they're going through, we don't have any fleas or ticks on any of the dogs or ourselves or anything like that. They are very efficient birds. They will eat everything that moves on the ground. So, and they are very efficient at it. Spiders, stuff like that, they eat all of it. They don't care. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get on these hogs. All right. I got that feeder in the bucket. We're going to take it over there back to the hogs. And so there we go, got it here. I had said that, beginning of the video, that was a whole nother story there. So I'll tell you. So I bought these feeders when the pigs were, when did I get them? About 6-7 months ago, I think. And they were working really good with the pigs. However, as they've become an adult, not so much the gilts, but the boar. He is literally beating them to death. He's very destructive. The females are not. They're not tearing anything up. They're not. They're doing really well. I mean, they don't tear nothing up really, other than dirt. And right now they're in a bunch of mud because we've had a ton of rain. And Pork Chop has been just breaking everything in his path, including his new house. He's got a whole new window that he's added to it. And I'm sorry, I'm not going to fix it. I'm not going to fix it at all. He is just going to have to have a hole in it and a window so he can look around. That's just the way it's going to be. He's artificially put himself in a window. But anyhow, back to that feeder. I don't have anything bad to say about the feeder, other than once your pigs are fully grown, it does not hold up to a fully grown boar. Will not. He will tear it apart, and he has been doing a great job of doing that. He's been tearing everything apart that he can pretty much get a hold of. And I don't know if it's because he's bored. Even when he's in with the females, like they are right now, all three of them are together, he still just destroys everything he can get a hold of. Period. Hands down, he does not care. He just tears it up. Actually, here, let me take the camera here, show you. If I zoom in on that, it is not even on the ground. There was a board. That board is supposed to be behind here to help hold that up. He is literally lifted that whole thing up off the ground. Now, it's out of feed. They haven't been out of feed very long. It was just yesterday. I wanted them to clean up as much as they could. But look at that. Look at that gap there. And look how the lid wants to stay up right beside Petunia there. The lid is completely up from him, beating the crap out of it. He's bent the bottoms of it. He's just tearing things up. I got a chicken that jumped up on the bucket. No, you're going to go forage. You're not getting a free meal. Neither are you. What are you guys doing? They act like they're going to get some feed. They kill me. So, they might get some that spills out. They'll clean up. They're my cleanup crew when something gets spilled. They'll clean all of it up. And they follow the tractor. Wherever I go, they follow the tractor because they think the tractor, because it hauls feed, it'll give them feed. So they follow the tractor everywhere. It's crazy. So anyway, back to the feeder. We've had to fix it several times. I think that feeder's been out 3 or 4 times for repairs. That one there, we just repaired that one. and it's already busting again on the side, so it's going to have to come back out, and I'm going to have to fix it again, because he, right there, him, will not quit tearing things up. So, and the feeder down there has been out once for repairs. So, wherever I put him, he destroys everything. So what we're going to do is once I know that they're bred, he's going back in his pen right here, and he's going to be pan fed for here on out, and I'm going to fix a feeder, and I'm going to set it off to the side, and he's just not going to get a feeder to where he can eat wherever he wants. Besides that, he's literally a pig. The females will eat, and when they're full, they just walk away from it, and they don't mess with it. He will sit there. I've had him try to eat almost 25 pounds. Like, so these are 50-pound bags right there. I'll put feed in there, and he will literally gorge himself, and I've walked over, and half the bag that I put in the feeder will be gone. He'll sit there and eat almost 25 pounds of feed in a day. And he doesn't need that much, and he's getting big because of it. So he's going to go on a diet, because he can't be getting super, super big, because then he's not going to be breeding, and he'll get super lazy. So we're going to put him on a little bit of a diet. Yeah, that's what we're going to do for now. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with all this mud to help them out, so they're not standing in so much mud, because their bellies are almost dragging the ground, because it's gotten so deep with all the rain we've got. So, but anyway, neither female is in heat right now, and he's still bugging them. So I'm gonna leave them in here for a little bit until I know for sure that they are bred. But anyway, let's get them fed. It is just super wet out here. It is ridiculous. There's like water. I mean, I'm literally got water puddles in the yard here. I don't know how many inches of rain we had, but we had a bunch, and they're calling for rain every day this week. I don't think we get a relief from it until sometime in the middle of next week, which is crazy. All right, we're out here. So anyhow, I'm gonna set this out of the bucket for now, so I can get some of these replaced. Go down here and fill this feeder up first while they're not over here. Is there any water in this thing? There's water in there. Come on, guys. I really don't want to get a mud bath today. All right. Let's keep you busy down here for a moment. All right. All right. That'll work for now. Got the boar out of the way. Let pork chop do what pork chop does, and that's destroy everything in front of him. That'll keep him busy while I put feed in here. You were supposed to give me more time. You didn't do that. What in the world? Yep, we're gonna get Bunny. All right. Hold on. I know you guys aren't starving to death. I know that. Even though they act like it. Like so. And Pork Chop will not leave. He just won't leave. He will stand there and do. It don't matter. He will not. He don't share. He don't do anything. He just don't. And he's already got that feeder is coming apart. It's starting to separate, and he's bending it even more now. It's crazy. I don't want to put too much feed in there because it'll just get wasted if I put too much in there. So we'll just have to put enough in there to keep him busy. And then when she gets her fill down here, she'll move out of the way, and then Flower should be able to get something to eat at some point in time. But I need to keep him from tearing this thing up even more. And right now, that's probably my main goal. It's just to keep him from tearing stuff up. So we'll just put a few scoops in here. That'll keep him busy. Dude, you about got my finger. There we go. And you just literally broke it. Just now. Telling you, this boar is more of a pain in the butt than he's worth at times, I'm telling you. Hold on, Flower. I'm gonna get you something. Put a pan out there somewhere where you can eat it. All right. This is what he's doing. He's literally breaking the bolts out of it altogether. Literally breaking the bolts is what he's doing. Because he can't quit. He keeps hitting it. Even though there's food in there, he keeps hitting it. And he just keeps doing it and doing it and doing it. He never stops doing it. Now he'll stand there and he'll eat probably everything that I put in there. He's ridiculous. He brings the whole meaning of a pig to life. And it's weird because normally they'll eat until they're just full and then they walk away and, you know, they just do nibbles here and there. Not him. Nope, not him. He'll sit there and eat and eat and eat and eat. So he's not going to get fed like that anymore. As soon as I know that these two are bred, he's going to a pan feeder. That's all, and he's getting maybe 5 or 6 pounds a day. That's all he's getting. I don't know. It's probably always going to get one full feeder, one full scoop right here. This is a big scoop. It's not small. That's all he's going to get. Females, I'll fill them all the way up. Him, he's not doing it. He's just going to go back to getting fed once a day, a decent amount in a pan, and that's it. So that's just the way it's going to have to be. All right. Anyway, so you know, I got the pigs fed and stuff, and then I did got the feeder out there, and we got it back in there. So basically what's going on is that, so as I was saying, those feeders work really good for the pigs that we have.
except for when they're adults. They're not, what should I say? They're just not big enough and tough enough to handle an adult pig at all. So what I would say, I guess what I should say is they're great for, piglets that are weaned off until they're probably about 100, 150 pounds. And then once I'd say they get up to 200-pound range, them feeders probably not going to work very well after that. I don't know if there's another feeder out there that's a heavier duty, something that's going to be heavy to where they just can't bounce it around so much, other than putting concrete in the ground and actually anchoring it to the ground so they can't move it at all. I don't know if anybody out there has any ideas or suggestions. I'm definitely all ears for that, because I don't know really what to use at this point. When I go online, I find stuff and they're super expensive, but I don't know if I trust them, because I don't want to spend $1,500 to $2,000 on a feeder, and 6 months later I'm right back where I'm at now, where they're tearing it up or whatever. I need something that's going to hold up and take a beating for a while. So there's that. But yeah, I don't know what else to do about that. I need to get some other videos going. I keep saying I've got things coming, and I do. I really do. I just need to quit hurting myself. That's the biggest thing. I still have a few issues going on. My leg is good. It doesn't hurt. It is stiff a little bit. I seem like I have full range of motion with my ankle and my calf muscle, and everything's moving there. Like I said, I had a slight tear in my Achilles in two places. One down by my ankle to about kind of where it hooks into, or down there by my ankle, and where the Achilles goes up into the muscle of the calf. I tore it in those two different places. They were slight tears. They weren't completely torn, so I didn't need any surgery. I just needed to take a bunch of time off work, which really couldn't afford to do, but that's the way it is. The other thing is so I've got all these things I got going on. I still got to do the Honda where it got smashed in the front end. I want to go ahead and I want to pull all that stuff out and do the whole front end work on it, and stuff from start to finish. I've got the tractor. I still got to pull the John Deere 5310. I got to pull it in here and split it apart and put a clutch in it. Whatever's not working right. Some reason or another, it won't disengage in the clutch. So when you push it in, it doesn't disengage. It just keeps on going. So I got to split that apart, find out what broke, and then I'm going to replace whatever broke, because the tractor itself doesn't have any hours hardly on it at all. The last time I saw the actual meter when it was working, it had like 1,300 hours on it. There's no hours on that tractor at all. I mean, that tractor should go for 15,000, 20,000 hours, no problem. And but the clutch itself, something there is either sticking or it froze up from sitting. I don't know which, but I got to get that in here. My daughter's Jeep, they hit a deer with it, smashed the front end in it. I'm going to pull it out so I can fix it and probably drive it back and forth to work. So I've got projects here that I got going on that I got to get done. Plus, we got to get the garden going. We've been getting tons and tons of rain. Everybody's been getting rain. You can't walk outside without squishing around in the yard. I mean, it's horrible. It's so soft that I've never seen it. I've seen it soft, but I've never seen it this bad. So there's things there that I've got going on. We picked up another chainsaw that was in a scrap yard that runs. It looks like it got smashed from a tree, but it's plastic stuff. It's all rebuildable. So I'm gonna do another chainsaw. I've got that. I still have to get on my GX255. I still got a couple things I got to fix on it still from when I did a whole bunch of work to it and got it up and working and running and mowing. It's nothing that's going to keep it from working. It's just one subscriber said something about, his has a lot of play in the front end. Mine does too. I think the fix for that is to put a new gearbox in it. I think that's what it is. If that's what it is, I'm not replacing it because it doesn't bother me enough to worry about it. And then I need to get a new seat on it so it's a little bit more comfortable than sitting on plastic. The LA 145, it needs to get sold. I'm going to sell it and get it out of here. It needs just a couple little things. The carburetor needs a little tweakage. It runs great and everything and does everything you're supposed to, but it idles a little too high. I need to get the idle down on it. And I believe I'm probably going to go ahead and replace the seat on it as well. When I sell something, I want it to be right. I don't like to sell something that's junk, and it's not junk. It's a perfectly good little mowing tractor. It's just too small for me. I look like Donkey Kong, sitting on a little scooter. So I mean, it's it's not big enough for me. Does good, don't get me wrong, but it's the amount of mowing that I do here is just way too small. So I got that stuff to do. We dropped a few trees and stuff out back, and we got those all cut up. I still got to get all the log splitting and stuff done. I still got to get all that done. That's just some of the things that are coming up. And I got to get the plow set up for the RK37. I got a two bottom plow for it, and we're going to see if it'll pull it, and it should. With 37 horse, it should pull it no problem. Small John Deere tractors with 20 horse would pull two row bottom plows with no problem. So I figure with the 4-wheel drive and everything, it should pull it. I don't think should pull it no problem. So I'm going to get that up and running. I'm going to plow the garden with it and stuff like that. And then, oh my gosh, I mean, I've got a ton of stuff that I can video. I just haven't had time because I've been sitting on my rear end because I couldn't walk for a while. So, and then I still have some stuff coming up. I got my shoulder problem. I have mobility and everything in it and I move it around, but I can't feel anything from my thumb up my arm here and up into my shoulder is all numb. I can't feel hardly anything. I can feel the sensation of it, but I can't feel it. So I have to go to a nerve specialist to find out what I did. They're saying it's probably something to do with my neck. I don't think it is, but hey, I'm not a doctor. We'll see what they say, but I got to go to a nerve specialist for that and get an MRI done on this just to make sure everything looks fine. I don't quite have all the strength back in this arm yet, so picking things up I got to watch what I do because I don't want to pull anything. But other than that, I can use it, I can drive with it and do what I need to do, so that's a lot better and stuff like that. But trust me, I have a lot of things coming up. I do want to say I appreciate the subscribers. I'm over 500 subscribers now, which I never thought I'd ever get anything like that. So I'm really happy. I appreciate everybody that's been following me and the new subscribers that have pushed me up and over the 500 mark. I really appreciate that. It helps me out a lot. I really would wish if you guys would hit the like button. That helps me out a lot on my algorithms on my YouTube channel. It doesn't cost you guys anything, but it helps me out a lot. But other than that, I mean, I'm not looking for a big audience like some of these guys or whatever. I just look at it this way. If I can show somebody something and they can apply it and it can help them in their daily life, I accomplished something. If I do something, you guys don't like it, it is what it is. I'm just here to show you what I do and what I like doing. And I do like doing the videos. So that's one thing I do like doing. It kind of documents me and what I've been doing. So when my kids get older and they have grandkids, chances are I still might be on YouTube if it's still around. So I can definitely be found and they could say, hey, that was my great-great-grandfather and this is what he used to do. So to me, it's kind of a documentation of my life and what I do here and what I can do and stuff like that. So But yeah, I'm kind of rambling. But anyhow, I appreciate you all being here, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.